Hi, boys and girls. I hope everyone is doing great and that you're enjoying your summer. I know that we are all really happy to be done doing schoolwork, although we're still doing some reading and writing over here just to keep our brains sharp. I hope you're enjoying these stories, and we're going to continue in the Old Testament today, and we're going to learn about a very special man. So, this story is called Son of Laughter, and it comes from Genesis chapter 12 through 21. And it's God's special promise to Abraham. So Abraham is the special man we're going to learn about. If you remember from the last story from last week, we talked about the town of Babel and that everybody was speaking different languages and nobody was getting along, and that people just had to separate because nobody was getting along because they didn't understand each other. And so we're going to continue on and find out what happens next. So years passed, and things didn't get any better. People were still just as cruel and mean to one another. They still got sick and died. God's world was still full of tears. It was never meant to be like this. But God was getting ready to do something about it. He was going to make all the wrong things right, and he was going to do it through a family. Abraham, God said, "How many stars are there?" God was about to tell his friend a wonderful secret. Have you ever tried to count the stars? I certainly couldn't do it. Let me see, Abraham said, rolling up his sleeves. 993, 994, 997. Uh-oh, no, wait. 1, 2. Of course he kept losing count. There's too many, he said. Here's our picture. Look how many stars are there. That's a lot of stars to count, and that's just one part of the sky that he could see. Guess what? God laughed. I will give you so many children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren, you won't be able to count them either. Abraham couldn't help giggling at such a wonderful idea, but he stopped himself. How could he have a family? Don't be silly. He didn't have any children, let alone grandchildren. He wiped away a tear. Anyway, it was too late for him to start having babies at his age. He was 99 years old. What could God mean? 99? Goodness. Abraham, God said, believe me. And then God told Abraham his secret rescue plan. Abraham, I will make your family very big, God promised, until one day your family will come to number more than even all the stars in the sky. Abraham looked up at the dark night sky, thick with stars. You will be my special family, my people, and through you, everyone on earth will be blessed. It was an incredible promise. God was going to rescue the world through Abraham's family. One of his great-great-great-grandchildren would be the child, the promised one, the rescuer. But it's too wonderful, Abraham said. How can it be true? Is anything too good to be true? God asked. Is anything too wonderful for me? So Abraham trusted what God said more than what his eyes could see, and he believed. Now when Abraham's wife Sarah heard God's promise, she just laughed to herself. But it wasn't a happy laugh. It had tears in it. She'd always wanted a baby. Could her dream come true? Could she really have a baby when she was 90 years old? No, of course not. Don't be silly. It was far too late. Sarah didn't believe God could do what he promised. She had forgotten that when God says something, it's as good as done. Of course, it was as easy for God to give her a baby son as it was for him to make all the stars in the sky. Not too many pictures. There's just a picture there of Abraham and Sarah. Sure enough, 9 months later, just as God had promised, Sarah gave birth to a baby boy. They named him Isaac, which means son of laughter. And Sarah laughed, but this time it was a glorious, happy laugh. Her dream had come true. God would do as he promised. He would always look after Abraham's family, his special people. And one day, God would send another baby, a baby promised to a girl who didn't even have a husband. But this baby would bring laughter to the world. This baby would be everyone's dream come true. Here's a picture of Abraham and Sarah and their baby. I hope you enjoyed the story. We're going to learn more about Isaac next week. Have a great week, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.